Are you struggling walking your dog nice on leash? In this video, I will teach you 3 easy steps on how to train your dog to walk really nice on leash. Hello everybody, my name is Edgar Rodriguez. This is Kip, my service dog. In this channel, we are dedicated to help you train your service dog. But this exercise today is actually good for anybody, for any dog. If you're planning to pass the test, the CGCU test, the Canine Good Citizen test, which they call it the public access test too, you need to know and you need to pass this exercise. So that's what we're going to be working on today. Before we start, we need to talk about what equipment are you going to need for this training. I have my favorite, and the problem is I'm on the park and I forgot all my equipment at the office. So let's go back to the office and talk about equipment before we start training. We're back to the office really quick. This is only going to take a second. Vests, okay? These are two type of vests or harness. I don't recommend them at all. And this is the biggest mistake everybody makes. They want to be humane with their dogs and they think harness is the best way. It's not, because your dog is going to drag you around. I use this one. This is one of my service dog vests. And there's days I don't feel well and I need Kip to pull me a little bit, especially going upstairs and things like that. I will grab this. Kip will pull me hard and he can take me anywhere he wants, because pulling from the chest motivates the dog to pull even more. And this video is all about stop pulling on the leash. So if you're using a harness, and I think you might be using one, bad idea if your dog is pulling. After your dog is done pulling, maybe you can go back to the harness. I don't see any need for it unless you have a Chihuahua. And if you have a Chihuahua and he's wearing a harness, you can pull the whole Chihuahua in the air and that would be nice. But other than that, I wouldn't use it. Flat collars. Everybody has a flat collar. If your dog is pulling on the leash, you might get him trained with the system that I'm going to show you right now when we go back to the park. But probably this is going to be a hard thing to do, especially if your dog pulls a lot. Because one thing that's going to happen, this is going to hurt your dog. Having this on the dog's neck, it hurts. It can hurt his trachea. So I wouldn't use a flat collar. E-collar, out of the picture for today. Why? Because this video is just teaching your dog how to pull on the leash, and unless you have a well-trained dog that you already trained with e-collar, I don't think you can use this. So that means you're not ready for the e-collar. I don't want to talk about it today. Anyway, I have this Sable collar. This could work. It's a good idea, but the problem with this one is, if your dog is pulling a lot, he might continue to pull on this. It's going to take a little bit to train him. You can use it. It's good, but it's not my favorite. And the last one, which is my favorite, and this is the one we're going to use today, is the prong collar. And I know there's a lot of people that don't like prong collar. They think it's not humane. You treating your dog bad because you have a prong collar. Let me tell you a news. Using a prong collar, for me, it's more humane than using a flat collar, especially when it comes to a dog that is pulling on the leash. I'd rather the dog pull on this one because he will respond really quick to the leash pressure and turn back. And this one, he's going to keep pulling, especially if you see another dog or something that distracts him, like a squirrel or something. He will continue to choke himself trying to get to that place. With this one, he will stop a lot faster, and I think it's more humane. So this is the one we're going to be using today, and let's go back to the park. Are you ready? Okay, so we're going to hold the leash at a short distance, and this is going to be important for the third step. So make sure you have a short distance on the leash, and we're going to use it now, but it's going to be really important when we get to the third step. This part of the training is going to be hard for me to show you exactly because Kip is so well trained that he won't go in front of me. But let's imagine your dog is going in front of you, right? And at this point, you're just going to turn around and reward your dog back here. So again, we turn around and we reward the dog. Immediately when the dog goes in front of you, so right here he's in front of me, all I do is boom, turn around. and reward him. And immediately as I turn, I reward. Every time your dog is trying to pass you, so let's imagine he's passing me, right? He's walking in front of me right there. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and turn around. He actually is turning around because I'm moving, but turning around and kind of leaving the dog behind, going his own way. And that's going to help the dog to pay more attention to you. And immediately when he comes back to you and you're going to reward him, that's going to definitely reinforce that attention on you, and that's going to help the dog to be kind of looking at you at all times and not getting away from you because things are more fun out there. The second step, I actually created a whole video about it, which is starting with your left leg. Today we're not training your dog how to learn how to start walking with your left leg. We're just using that technique. If you want to learn about it a little bit more, go watch that video. But here, every time we start walking, we're going to start walking with the left leg. And every time we turn, we're going to turn it with the left leg. Let's do that. So we are starting with the left leg. And right now, you see he's paying attention to something else. I'm turning around, and I always mark with the left leg when I'm turning. Left leg, turning. And I'm turning with my left leg to the right side, but we're going to use it to turn to the right side too. So we do it here. We go here. We're going to go. We're walking, and we want to turn to the left side. We use the left leg. Right, left side, left leg. So always use that left leg to turn with your dog and to take off. That's going to help step one. Remember, step one, he's walking in front of you. He's right here. You're going to take that left leg and turn. That's going to give him a cue of what's going to happen. As more you do this, more he's going to get used to it. Step three. I've been doing step three almost in the whole video, but I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly. So you got your leash right here. The last one, you're going to put in your thumb like that, and it's going to go coming out and down to your hand right here. Let me show you that from close up. So you having your leash is right here. Okay, you have a whole leash. You go around your thumb and hold it down here. So that way you have the leash coming here, but it's not moving. It's not giving anything. Okay, so let's do that. Now that we're holding the leash in the proper way, what we're going to do is use your thumb and put it right here inside your pen. That way, this distance is actually perfect or movable. This is not going to change at all during the training or the walk. So we're going to go ahead and start walking. We start walking with the left leg. You see it's the same distance. Turn around. Turn. The same distance. Turn. And we're going to do this because this is going to help keep that distance, the exact distance that you want from your dog. And you're going to be rewarding him every time you turn. Every time he goes in front of you, remember, he passes you and you turn around. And when he comes back to you, immediately you reward him because that's going to motivate him to be with you. This is all about motivation. What's happening during this training is the dog is not thinking you correcting him every time you turn around. What he's thinking is more, whoa, he left and I'm behind. That's why I'm being pulled by the leash, and I'm gonna go there. But immediately when he comes to you, he get a reward. So that teaches the dog to see, okay, if I'm with him, I get reward. If I go away or go in front of him, he's gonna leave without me, and that actually gives me a correction. So let's go ahead and be next to my owner, right? Well, that's going to be it for today. If you like this video, you find it useful, make sure you smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell. That way you get notified every time we post a new video. So now I recommend you go and watch that series about healing, because that's going to not only make this better, it's going to improve the whole thing, the whole experience, especially if you have a service dog. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.